Think about that is the realization. It was the moment of me putting how I felt into a lyric, which I didn't know how to do for a long time, and actually being open and honest in, I'm a good person, and so I sometimes can presume that other people aren't doing bad because I want to see the good in everyone. You know, it's like when someone steals something from you, like they wouldn't do that, and you kind of then have to go, but would they? Because I wouldn't do it, but that doesn't mean they wouldn't do it. And so it was that moment where I just crossed this line, and I was like, this is actually what happened, and I was saying it out loud as it actually happened, and it was like, you just laughed when I cried. Like, you actually laughed at me. Like, when I cried, you laughed at me. Think about that. Like, you know when you have an argument with someone, but it's kind of a very calm argument, and you're not shouting, and you just go, just think about that. Just really, and it's a very, like, strong thing to say to someone. You know, and you're basically saying, think about your actions and what you did to me. Instead of going, I can't believe you've done this to me. It's like...
I mean, you're challenging the situation, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was me taking my power back in the only way I knew how to. So, and when I tell you that song came out so quickly, it was like 15 minutes, if not less. Like, as soon as I just started writing the truth, because I'd kind of said to myself, I'm not making an album, and my label didn't know I'd started writing, my publishers didn't know, my managers didn't know, my friends didn't know, my family didn't know. It's like you pass your driving test when no one knows you're going to take it. It was that thing, there was no pressure on me, my fans didn't know. And even whilst I was making the album, every interview I did, I said, I'm not making one. And that's, you know, to some people they'd be disappointed, but at the same time I was like, I didn't want fake songs out there or song titles or expectation of what they wanted it to be. Like, give us another price tag or give us this. So like, that's why I held it. And then when it was finished, I said, this is what I have and this is what it's going to be like. So think about that was the beginning of a very mysterious, personal journey that I didn't know how much I needed until I did it.
I mean, for me, when I heard it and I listened to the record, it reminded me of our first conversation, like who you are and just the backstory. Is like, it felt like this is the essence of Jessie J again. Like, you know,
well, Jessica, not even Jessie J. Like, Jessie J wasn't writing that song. Jessica was, if not more. Jessie J has to go around the world and sell it. Like, that's the brand. But the human being, Jessica Cornish, underneath it all was writing that song. And that's why it feels genuine, because it is like, I am not holding back on that song.